A recent national study showed more than half of all teenagers have sent or received a naked picture.
And if you think it's not going to happen to your family, you'll want to hear the story from the parents who reached out to News 3 investigator Adam Schreger. They've learned the hard way the impact of sexting.
The email came to the station at 3:07 in the morning with a subject line that was hard to miss. The hardest email to write ever.
We had found out that our daughter had sent nude pictures to a boy and then was kind of conned into sending more.
Those pictures were then shared with their daughter's classmates.
She does not want to go to school. She does not want to go outside. She thinks everybody is talking about her.
We're protecting their identity as they try to protect their daughter's life. Since this happened, she's tried to commit suicide 3 different times.
It tears us to the soul. You want your kids to be happy and healthy and love themselves. But when it goes this far, it's hard to handle.
Look, there are some serious risks and consequences to the behavior that's going on here.
Dana Miller is a special agent with Wisconsin's Internet Crimes Against Children Unit. She says the law sees sending, receiving, and sharing naked photos as child pornography.
So we talk a lot about thinking twice, posting once, too. Just because of the fact that that stuff, even if you think it's just going to one person, even if you think it's a disappearing app or an anonymous app, it is not.
Surveys show anywhere from 1/3 to more than half of all teenagers are sexting. The parents we spoke with don't believe parents have a clue.
Once she gave in, it crushed her. And then things just progressively got worse after that.
I envision it getting much, much worse, unfortunately.
Dana Miller says the number of sextortion cases, like what happened to the teenager we've been talking about, are growing. Her advice for parents is to adapt, just like the technology their kids are using.
When we were growing up, we would have had discussions with our parents about how was your math test? How was choir practice? How was basketball? Whatever is going on in their life, right? Same thing now. This is a huge part of the kids' lives now. We need to be having discussions with them about what apps are you using? What does that app do? Who are you talking to on that app?
Those are the conversations these parents are now trying to have with all their children, while simultaneously dealing with the reality of what's already happened because of sexting.
It's devastating. It is the most devastating thing I've ever gone through. And I look in her eyes and I just see the pain. And you can't get in there to help her because it's all in her own mind.
That was Adam Schreger reporting. Now, one of the tips Agent Miller suggests for parents is to set tech-free zones in your home. That means no phones in either bedrooms or bathrooms.
Having a designated time to turn them off is helpful as well. For more tips for both parents and teenagers, we have a one-page PDF you can find at channel3000.com.